We have now dipped below $34,000 for a Bitcoin. It was at 63,000 just 6-7 weeks ago. Is this thing the thing that's starting to make you panic now? Do you think this is just a correction? Do you think this is sideways action and people accumulating? Do you think it's just Sunday and it always goes down on Sunday? Or do you think this is the combined effect of the market? Everyone's a bit scared right now, and understandably so in some points. Now, if you was to have bought back in at the dip, you're probably okay-ish. Not only did it dip down to something obnoxious the other week, right? It's just not how people were expecting this bull run, including myself. I am a crypto rookie, after all, but I still have in my heart of hearts the belief that this isn't the end of the bull run. Now, I'm not a financial expert in any way, shape or form. My opinions and my convictions are based on me, my ideas, my thoughts, my going forward, right? So I'm going to continue holding. I'm going to see if it turns itself around over the next 2 to 4 weeks. And if it doesn't, then fine, it goes down and down, and it will recover in a year, 2, 3 years time when the bull run starts again at the Bitcoin halving. But I don't think this is the end of this bull market. I think that people have been scared a little bit, shook out a little bit, right? They're holding their fear and waiting for some positive signs. Now, if you've noticed, the FUD seems to have stopped rolling in. There was news story after news story after news story after news story last week, right? It was a whole week of Bitcoin being constantly kicked, and every time Bitcoin went down, the market went with it. But you'll notice that things like ADA were quite resilient. It bounced down to like 174 from 220, and then it was hovering around 150. It's had a problem with the drop this time round, but it'll probably recover in the long run. Overall, I think everyone seems to be in a holding pattern. They just want to see what Bitcoin's going to do over the next week or so, the next couple of weeks. You never know, it might be a V-shaped recovery and we might have a rip next week, right? I feel there's something building. I feel it's shaking out all of the weak-handed retail people that hopped in at 58,000 and panicked, right? And now people are panic selling, right? If I had a little bit of money, I would personally be buying elements of the dip on selected projects. I like the look of ADA. I like the idea of Ethereum in the long run and stuff like that. So that's where I would be placing my money if I had it, right? But it's just curious. The problem is that if it tumbles below 30 and tests towards the last bull run's all-time high, could it then bounce up from there? You tend to find that all-time highs tend to become the new resistance going forward. So do we trace down and test 20 and bounce up to 100 within the next 4 to 6 weeks? Does this extend the bull market cycle a little bit because we've had a stall in the middle? Because people were predicting that it was going to end in September, October, November. Does this push it into January, February of next year? Or does this stall it out completely and then we have to wait 2 to 3 years? Let me know. Quite curious. Hit subscribe, be alerted every time I upload a video. I'll see you soon.